Sour baby, never to complete the game. And sour baby, never to complete the game. Gig mo could change, how you fuck me is not the same. It had a hand that go to tattoo with my name. Me winging na inyalo neno all the pain. The Joe Amada hand that with the brain. I tell money, I hope ya temo maintain. Junior learn the onge sama stain. I bet it bends on my could do be a lot of cutting. I say Chaco double up numbers no satin.
The first person to see my paintings was, if I'm sure, I think was my family members. Because I normally do my paintings at home. And the fact that I could just do whatever I want to do and no one would judge me, because I do some crazy paintings, you know, and it's just a form of expressing myself. So my grandma really lets me do what I want to do because it's just art. I have nothing to lose. No, it's all about understanding. I have an understanding in the house. Yeah, so the fact that I understand that this is what I'm allowed to do, it actually affects my everyday because I personally accept myself the way I am. That's why I can do what I want to do.
Okay, so back to industry talk. Industry is an album I really enjoyed as a fan.
The industry album.
Yeah, because
the industry, I came up with the name industry based on like the first being indie, you know, like independent.
Yeah.
You know, there's indie industry, like there's IND and then UST.
Yeah.
RY, right?
Yeah.
So the TRY, that's trying, the trial part of things, like the doing part of things, and then we got the remaining part of it, which is the INDUS, right? So that's just being independent and trying to like find for yourself. You know, I figured out like with the music thing, I don't really owe anybody anything. Like the industry, the so-called industry that they mention, does not owe me anything. I don't owe it anything. I just have to just be on my own and just keep it going, create my own vibe, and that's the industry now.
so
I am an industry on my own like that. Man, I grew up in this neighborhood. I've seen a lot of things. You know, for one thing I can point out is I haven't grown up with violence. I haven't grown up where there's drags. I haven't grown up in a certain societal way, you know. So when I was like, ever since I was 1 year old to 18, it was all school. It was all going to school. It was all finding yourself. It was all just being yourself. And then at some point I found a direction. That's when I started doing music and art. Art always put me in that music tip. Yeah, at some point in my life, when I was growing up, I had an aunt that used to keep me grounded. I decided to do things intentionally, you know. Alright, touchy shark. Because I had this young energy, like I always wanted to do something. I always wanted to be everywhere at all given time. So she kept me grounded, and she used to stop me from doing certain things, like going out, like playing, you know, things like that. So I decided to intentionally do the opposite and see what she gonna do. So at some point, I think I got rid of the fear, and ever since then I've just been doing me. Yeah, that's how I found myself. Then I started expressing myself, and I also knew people like me. Yeah, I had a lot of people around me who liked me, so I realized like people like me, so I'm gonna be special. Yeah, I'm gonna always do what I want to do. Either way, we're good. So. Dun, 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 dun.
Vipi dadi, tunachukua malebo hapa. Malebo dadi, lazima tuchachishe. Iko very ama iko very.
Ile design uko nayo.
Tape mzima, hii the way hakuna ingine ni the way me pekee.
Cheki maybe nimesikia man.
Deals.
Olomeo jamaa. Namtambua ni msa emotions. Badman hada limsaini. Badman aliona talent.
Formuleo boy ni ngori. Mambo mbaya.
Ala two chains amemwita show juzi. Mko criminals before for some real shit.
Ule msesi criminal. Ule msesi tu
Aliingia ndani.
Ndio.
Aliingia ndani kutoka Badman alisaini. Nimepeana 11 songs of how independent self can be, you know. Paying the deals for a living, paying the accounting, paying the pest trap, paying the abandon, paying the pest argument, paying the wind, paying it with me, baby. Nigga paying
The way me. You can make hook like look for just 2 catchy words.
the way me actually is my way. You know, like self, your way. Like that's just the only way that's gonna work is your way.
The way me, the way me. Like you're the only way.
Yeah. It's my grandma's house. This is where we do everything. This is where the music is made. This is where the art is done. This is where we always trapping. How's the number?
Hizo zingine huwezi ingia tu hivyo. Kwa siku nilikuwa na chache hivyo nikasema yenyewe kweli. Keja zingine huwezi ingia tu hivyo, tunachacha hewa, tii, tukaa hizo hard sana.
So even though me nimelelewa, so that's what now you understand why I can tell you I'm a free. I do what I want to do because I have a free relationship. I have a free spirit with the people I live with. They understand. We understand each other. If you don't understand another person, there's no way you can understand yourself. You know? Yeah. So with my grandma, we do all this stuff, but she listens to my music too. At least. Like 4 years ago, she could not listen to my music, but now she's listening to my music. Yeah.
Ule unafaa kudunga leo trap story. Bazo chesha Malaysia, bude zi promote.
Nah, low acha nikipe chini. No, no biti wewe sleep. Umerudisha hapo. Umerudisha simu tena, umetoka tena ukarudisha umetoka tena. Simu siri kwa chat. Is where Poplo stays. For artists.
113. Yeah, this ugly nigga Koveri.
Between his house and my house is just less than 50 meters. I've known him for like 10 years now, I think. Yeah, for 10 years we've been doing this shit for long. The bag is pretty much ownership. That's how I look at it. If I tell you I'm the back, I mean I'm the owner. I'm that. How do you call it? I am the bag. Like for example, with the whole little thing, I am the big bag, the biggest bag, because I have something authentic. I have originality. I have something new. I have energy, you know. So I am that big bag. I am the big check. It's just it's a phrase you can use to motivate yourself.
Yeah.
You know. That's why people say, go get the bag, I am the bag, yo, give me a bag, yo, give me that energy, man, let me own this shit, let me own something, let me touch it, you get? That's how people get the bags. That's how you cut the bag. Babes. That's a good question. This is how it starts, yeah? At the beginning, when you start making music, you want to be like a certain person, right? So I'm going to talk about me. When I grew up listening to Issa, rest in peace to one of my favorite artist in Chile. I grew up listening to him, and he gave me that excitement. Because for him, all we could see was somebody in the studio, somebody on TV. This is a young kid. He's recording music. He has a music video, so we assume that everything could just happen like that, you know. So one thing that kept me going was I always wanted to just rap. I used rap as a way to learn to write letter compositions in school. So that's how I picked up rap. I figured out I can write compositions. So let me do rap. I can rap as well. So I'm gonna rap anything that comes my way. So within time, I got to realize I want to become something more. And that's when I started listening to Lil Wayne. When I listened to Lil Wayne, I had this pressure of making music because every time I could go on the internet or buy a CD, especially that time I was coming up, it was all about the CDs. So I used to buy these CDs that had 100 Lil Wayne songs. So I had that pressure for recording. So that's how I got myself to start recording myself. I tried to figure it out. I got me a laptop. I got me a fake microphone. I just try to do this shit like that, you know?
Yeah, I had too much pressure on myself. And how am I going to get to record this music? So I tried to figure it out. I got me a laptop, got me a mic. I tried to figure it out, then I figured it out. Then I pretty much recorded my first song by myself. And then from there, I started playing that one track to everybody that I knew that was around me. And all the time they would tell me, yo, make another one, make one again. So what I did was figure it out. I found the studio. I told my grandma I need to record. So my grandma put me on. She paid for my first serious song. And it wasn't that serious, but it was a demo. To me, it was a serious song. So through that, I got to record more and more and more and more. Then I got a record deal because I've always wanted a record deal. So I met this nigga that told me they can do something with me. They asked me what do I want, and I told them I wanted to get me a record deal. And he told me to consider it down. And that's how I got me a deal. We started a record label from scratch. Then I signed myself to it. So all this time I was doing my English rap, you know? No identity, I don't even know who I am. I'm just calling myself all kinds of names. I'm just doing what I can do because I just feel like rapping. There's too much pressure, you want to be a star. You think like making 2, 3, 4 records will get you where you want to be, but that was not the case. Experience taught me a lot of shit. You know, hit the record label, I did 2 albums. Still you don't see a difference, you know? You switch cities, you're switching countries, you still don't see a difference. Again, maybe it's a modern language. So I decided to switch up. That's when I started the little truck thing. You know, it's all about strategy. So I was about to quit. I actually quit. And then I was like, yo man, if I'm to come back, if I'm to do something different right now, what can that be? I was like, I need to find myself now. I need to identify myself. And I identified myself as a Lou, because I'm a Lou, you know? So if I was to make music, everything would fall in place. From my stage name, from my music, from the sound, from my flow, from my style, everything needs to appeal to what I really want at the end of the day. Yeah. So it's not a roller coaster, it's not an easy ride. If you don't know, it's gonna take you more than 10 years. I've been here more than 10 years, not just because I don't know, because of experience. I've gone through a lot of stuff on the low and still in public. All I can tell you is, as you do all this thing, it all sounds into one thing. You are the industry. That's what I figured out like 4 years ago.
I figured out I am the industry. I keep on talking about this industry. This industry doesn't care. This industry doesn't pay attention. Yo, the industry does that. The real industry that doesn't pay attention is actually you. You don't pay attention to yourself. If you don't listen to yourself, you can't start saying the industry is not listening to you. You get that? And when I mean listening, I mean listen to your energies, to your feelings, to your thoughts, to your imaginations, to your senses. That's just what it is. I've been living myself crazy. That's why I'm the little trap one about. No, lakini hapo kuna kuna structure lazima iundwe hapo, unacheki. Yeah man, so for me, for the first 3 years straight, I've been working on a solid structure, you know, and that's what I'm still doing. The lower trap is something heavy, man. That's an industry on its own. That's one thing I can tell you. That's why it's called. That's why I did the project industry. Back to the topic, you know.
Sticking to the plan, where do I begin? Now this seeing nature mantra out in Switzerland. I could never lose myself.
Yeah, man, bro. I can for the past 10 years. I don't regret doing the same thing for the last 10 years. It has been a vibe. This is what they say. If you like something, you die with it, you know. It's my passion to create. I'm a creative, bro. It's not just because of music, man. I think, you know, I create. So at the end of the day, I don't regret doing music for 10 years straight or over 10 years straight. The only thing that has changed is it changed from a hobby or passion to a job. It's my job now. This is what I wake up, sleep, because it's something I'm built. So I can't throw it away, you know. I can't assume that I can't make music. You understand? Yeah. I can't stop myself. You can't lie to yourself like I can't do this. This is what I do for life. If God blesses me with a family, my own family, I'm gonna still do this music. I'm gonna still make this music. I don't really have to hit the stage for you to know, okay, he's actually doing music. Now I can just make music for listening. That's it. I don't have to hit the stage for anything. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, and I like working, man. That's just what.
Being a workaholic.
It's a blessing. It's something you can't stop. Like, that's just the way. If you're lazy, you're lazy. Yeah, it's energy. You know what I mean? These days I wake up in the morning, up to date, I still figure out what next. You know? You can sign a deal with Universal right now. 10 years down the line, you guys do what you do. What next? You get? Yeah, man. Very important. But before a plan, you need to have discipline. You need to install discipline in yourself so that you can be able to follow the plan. And not necessarily a plan is permanent. A plan is never permanent. You can always adjust. And that's what I've been doing. My plan is to always adjust, you know. And that's what I've been doing ever since day one. I don't have too many plans. Yeah, I had one rule: no plans, no money. Yeah, man, that's a fact. If you don't have a plan, you ain't got no money, bro. It doesn't matter how old you are or who you are. No plan, no money. So you always have to adjust, adapt and adjust. That's always the plan. Adapt and adjust. I've adapted in this whole music industry. I don't want to box myself that I'm in a certain industry. I'm in my own industry, the lure trap industry. But if we become so industrial and talk hip hop and all these cultures that are out here, I don't feel like I'm part of it like that yet. Because hip hop is all about the contribution, you know? Yeah, man, it's all about the contribution. Before you contribute, you need to solidify that contribution. So that's what we're working on every single day. On how to contribute, on how to help, on how to influence the community. You know, I'm from a very diverse community. I'm sure one challenge I'm going through, bro, music is universal and it's very powerful, but one thing I know, from my community, 90% won't really understand my music, but they'll relate to my music. You get it? Yeah, man. My whole hood, they'll fuck with me, they'll listen to me just because it's music, and they know me, and they can touch me, they can hear me, they can see me, you know. But when it comes to like the language barriers, man, there's nothing I can do about that.
Tumiadi dread message.
try kurekod kudia so tatu ama so nne unaona. But hiyo scratch so nne so tatu, yeah, at forever as an event promoter, ashai control, unacheki. Weka artist asha kutoa. Shashika so nne crowd, shaka tu ani. It's an investment, it's a back and forth investment. Like in most of us, anyone wanna demand for so much shit, but I want anything to show for it. Niggas wanna to my rappers say, hey, industry slip. Me say my industry not slip on me. Me don't determine the difference, kesho. Always discard you ukifikiria kuna another rapper. I don't even think about other rapper shit. What makes me feel like other rappers are actually paying attention to my shit? No, man. It's just the doors you open for yourself. See, let's move to the same door as another person. Because your music is choice, you know. Mainly I decided to become an artist. But Blome decided to be an artist. It does not mean I owe him any favors. I didn't sign somewhere, or I didn't have an agreement with somebody with hip hop or the industry that I will invest myself on another artist. I will promote this artist. Man, I'm busy promoting myself. And I'm trying so hard to promote myself in a way that I don't need any other person to do it. Check. Yeah, man. It's all about content, man. How much is what's the worth of your content? Kuna the shortcut na kuna the long way. Some of the big acts in this country, I won't mention names, but some of the big acts in this country, they've co-signed somewhere. You know, I'm sign a deal somewhere. I couldn't all them say I'm a grind from scratch. You say me, yo, no deal, no nothing. I don't mean you may have a record deal, you know, but it really, that was just like a step. It was a stage that I had to go through for me to understand music or to understand the music business, you know. So I got myself a deal. You position yourself. I position myself in a record label perspective of things. I signed me a deal. I became an artist. Invested in myself. In the same record label, you know. Created a profile, experience at the end of the day, you know. Then I come back to square one. Nataka kukulia saa hii. Unacheki? Hakuna mse anataka kupiga wera saa hii na tukulie baadaye.
Watu wafikiri.
Ni culture, bro. This shit ni crazy. Mimi niko mtaani, mimi naishi hapa, you feel me? I live here. I live my own personal private life, right? I invest in my own music. I'm building it up, right? And I do this for the next 2 years straight. I just keep promoting myself, building myself for the next 3 years. Dude, do you feel like I still owe you anything or explanations in the next 3 years from now? You're a rapper, I'm a rapper. I'm doing my best every day to get my shit going. You're chilling. Check. Thinking you're gonna ride with the wave. When it's a hobby, you can ride with the wave. But come on, bees. I always say riding a bees. Business God, business investment. From the music video. Music videos ni investment, you know, so you want another nigga. So it's all about hata kushoot na phone hivi. That's an investment, you know. It all started with the phone. But now at some point you have to elevate. You have to get a different camera too. Yeah. Check. Yeah. So I feel like you being independent, you don't owe anybody anything. You do not. So this whole thing, people saying industry, this industry. For example, the Kenyan industry, Tanzanian industry. Yo, man. If you say Kenyan industry, then there should be like a board, an arm of the government that supports this artist thing, you know. And actually, artists get money from it. You don't have to really be a rapper. You can become a craftsman, and a blacksmith. It's about blacksmith. It's funny, anything you want to do in the name of art, you know, anything. Then the government can pay you for that, because it's services, you know. When you take your art and you use it as a way of service, you have to be compensated, you know. Yeah. You have to. It has to be
entertain
trained.
watu, so hiyo ni service.
You're in service. When you entertain, it's a service. So you need to get paid. It's in default. Pablo Picasso to be Pablo Picasso and Van Gogh to be Van Gogh. They had to work. They had to keep painting and creating that style and creating that identity and the niche. And that's when they find, once you keep finding yourself, you talk less and express yourself more. You know? I'm an era on my own. I'm working on an era. 10 years down the line, we're going to say the Lord Trap is 10 years. The Lord Trap is 20 years. What does that mean? That's a solid foundation. That's what we're working on right now. We're on foundation stage. You know, you can't claim, we already got the floor plans. Can't steal that shit from us. Now foundation stage, we're building. About just a few more years, we'll be where we want to be. I'm giving myself like 2-3 years from now. Just 2 years from now, we're going to be somewhere heavy. You know, we're going to be at a different location, a different stage of things. Yeah, man. The standards of the way you do things they determine a lot of stuff.
Presentation.
Presentation is key, bro. Ni key, hakuna kubluff. If you want to be great, you need to start great. You know? If you want to be work, you're going to start work. That's just what it is. There's no other way out of it. You can't call yourself a star and you don't shine. It's an individual choice. I won't let niggas down. No check. The man, you can't call yourself a star if you don't shine. We'll keep at a shine, at a shikabao zote maze.
I do
Everything. I say, man, now I'm the best goalkeeper, you know, in the world. I just chase like Kenya, I just chase like Africa, I just find anything. But Akioko, I'm a find stuff that, to him, is the best in the world, bro. Hakuna msana mpinga hapa. But humbleness is a fake word, like physical. Now check it. Me, I'm a humble nigga. Mentally, nimetulia, bro. But physically, man, I won't show you I'm weak, man, nigga. Fuck you. Now check. You phrase here. Be humble, be humble. Nigga, humble yourself before the Lord. He will lift you up. That's the only person you humble to, man. The rest, just relax and just treat them normal. Don't come to me and say humble yourself, bro. Humble yourself, bro. What do you mean? Maybe it's a choice. I won't humble myself before you, but I humble myself before other people.
Okay.
No. So with this whole music industry thing, don't come to me telling me to humble myself, and I know the music industry is fucking savage.
I give a fuck, man.
It's like going to jail and making it out. It's like music industry is like going to jail. Once you go to jail and you do like 20 years, if you can do 20 years straight in the music industry, it's like you've done 20 years in jail, and if you blow, that's you've done 20 years and you've left the jail alive, very healthy, you know. Yeah, that's how I look at it. So don't expect to go to jail, and you go to jail and they ask you figure your way out. You see escape? They just ask you figure your way out. Appeal, enda court, answer case. No. Shinda case, go for the hearing, win the case, do your time, come out. That's the music industry. Ingia, do a track, put it out, promote it, do a show. No. You're out of the market, you need to come back to the market, you know. So that consistency, your consistency ndio itafanya utoke ndani, you know.
Hata the best student akimaster ku-maintain anabaki hapo all year, but kama ameshindwa ku-maintain. Angalia the best students wenye walikuwa chuo, walikuwa sana wametulia tu, but pomse ana maintain number 1, unaona, like all year hadi 8 years.
Nigga, acha nikushow the best in class. Isn't it to Milan? Isn't it to Milan? Isn't it to Milan? Sai kuwa the best in class. It's just consistency in one thing. Wewe uko na consistency in reading. No. Uko penda kusoma, uko na focus. Hata ukiadaro always andika notes yote ishe bila kukua distracted. No. But ule number 1 kuna reason amekanga pale mbele kwa ile kona. No. Ananga so much going with him. Ananga so much around them. Okutua me maintain and no wanajua. For me to be number 1, I just need to study. That's it. Kijana na wewe. Nyote mke kwa room moja na mudriliwe na muambiwe this is the only way forward. Mnapata a class iko na 4 number 1s, 5 number 1s. So I'm clear the whole thing because it's nothing. they can get it. No. So it's all about understanding your concentration levels, your focus. Okay. No. But yote inakuja as to an individual. It's all on you. Would you decide? What do you decide? Do I want to be number one or I want to be number last? What do I want? Or if not, I don't want to be any of the numbers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just do the exams. That's why I took on a very stupid generation, because we just do things because we're just there. Like school. Why would you go to school? Why would you even take yourself to that institution when you know you're not going to attend class? We have a smart society. To my generation, very smart. The last time I make a chini akisoma hizo books za uni, hata tu kujirudisha kwa hiyo phone. But how are you going to go back to school, bro? Me personally, if I'm to go back to school, my parents need to pay for me school fees, you know. But now I'm changing. I want to change that. I want to make my own money, and I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to go invest in back. I'm going to go get education and knowledge, more knowledge on the shit that I'm doing now. Yeah, gava ilimchatishia ikabidi aingie system. Na aliingia na kachatisha ka get papers zake nikabang.
Yeah, maze.
Unacheki.
Kuchukua both of them pays.
Ni perception too, ni perception. How do you look at yourself? It's like on my music right now, bro. Me I take $500,000 for a show. My quotation does not determine my position in the game. Does not. It's just your work that determines what's up. It's the work that determines, not your position. Davido, wasa wajui Davido alilipiwa video mbili na mzae after video ya kwanza. The father supported him on his second and third video. That's family. Do you think you projecting is halal? Hazilalishwa, bro. Hakuna ndio maana niggas wanafaa stop saying, he's a rich kid, his father. That's a fact. He was not born from a poor home. He cannot act poor and he's rich. You cannot pretend, nigga, like it's just normal. Kuna ganji, kuna ganji. Intentionally. I'm gonna drop videos back to back intentionally. I'm gonna record albums back to back intentionally. Cause every day I wanna listen to new music. These niggas ain't dropping music, man. I can't listen to a bunch of the same shit. Man, we switch up this shit every day. And on their perspective, really. Because come, like being in the summer, come any hobby. So, but if it's a job, we need to be competitive. All the time, we need to put pressure. And call niggas out. These collaborations doesn't make sense because what are we talking about? Why are we making this?